Hi guys, my name is Juliet Ambali and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a very important video that I have looked forward to for a very long time. But first and foremost, let me say my normal greeting, which is that if this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. I am deeply grateful. I appreciate you a whole lot. If this is not your first time, you already know that it means the world to me that you come here time and again to watch my videos. I'm sure by this time some of you always complete that line for me. Thank you. So it's been a few weeks, and these past few weeks I have been doing a whole lot to round up my program. I'm sure that you can tell from the title of the video that I have been in school. Yes, I have been in school for a while now, for some years, and by the special grace of God, I was able to finish. I wrote my last paper on the 30th of May, and it's been such a wonderful feeling. I can't even express how grateful and how thankful I am to God. God has helped me so much that I can only return all of the glory to Him. So today I want to discuss how I was able to balance school and family and so many other things together. But my focus mainly is for just school and family. And I hope that one way or the other you're able to learn a thing or two from watching this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me just give a quick backstory. I went to school for the third time. Yes, I have studied a particular course twice, as I have a first degree and I have a second degree in a particular course, and then I went back again to study the third time for another course. Both courses are courses that I have always dreamt of studying all my life. Thankfully, from a very young age, I've always known what I wanted to do. I've always understood my life's purpose, and by the special grace of God, I've been able to walk in these things. And so it was such a great privilege for me to go back to school and study psychology. Yeah. And even though that's not the last bus stop, I still have some other hurdles to cross. But finishing this first was such a huge deal for me, and for that I am deeply grateful to God. So let me start sharing some of the things that helped me thus far through the years. And the first thing that I would say is God. And many times it always feels like this is cliche. Yes, everybody says God helped me, but when people say these things, they're not saying it just so that they can just say it. Okay, they're saying because that's just the reality of things. God literally helped me. I literally held God. I literally had Him hold me, stick with me, not leave me alone. Like, I had God with me every single day, helping me. I had to keep reminding me every day that this thing that I'm doing, I'm not just doing it because I just want to amass degrees. Funnily enough, if you know me well, I'm pro. If you need these qualifications, yes, go for it. But if you don't need it, don't waste your time. I remember very well that when I finished my second degree, I had people say, why not go and further and study your PhD in that course? And I said blatantly that I know that this is not something that God wants me to do, and it will just be a waste of my time and resources pursuing something just because I want to have a PhD after my name or before my name. Okay, so I did not want to do that because it was not going to be worth my time and energy. But this time around, I knew that this was the next phase, and by the special grace of God, I had God with me every moment of the way. If not for God, I wouldn't have come to the end of this. I would write in my prayer book, I would pray about it. Even in church, I would pray about it. At the end of services, I have this thing that I do where in the quiet of the day, every Sunday, I'll go to the altar and pray and talk to God about this. God was with me every moment of the way. I would talk to Him about understanding certain courses, about clarity for certain things. God, in fact, even divinely orchestrated a particular set of people that I would study with all through the program, and it was such a beautiful thing. I had people that were very intelligent in that or people that are rather very intelligent in that study group, and there was no form of competition. Everybody just understood their uniqueness, and we all thrived in that group. And that wouldn't have happened if God did not come through for me. So God was the ultimate blessing. He was the cake and the icing on it. God literally helped me, and I'll advise and I'll suggest, let God be the one guiding you. If you decide to do something alongside running a family, that will be the best thing you'll ever do. You can't do anything by yourself, okay? The fact that I had the strength to stand up, to hear my alarm, to go to school, to do each test, to do each coursework, to do each assignment, to do each exam, to do my projects, was nothing short of God's help. So, number one, God. That's the best and the only thing that can help you ultimately. So now on to the second point. Now, the second thing was that I was very intentional. I was very intentional to the T. Very intentional to the T. I understood that if I just left things to chance, if I just maybe wake up every day and then, oh, today I have classes, okay, I'll go for my classes. Oh, today it's my child's birthday, okay, let me just do this. Okay, if I just was going with the flow and following the tides of things, it would have been so difficult. But I was very intentional, extremely intentional. I understood that with regards to school, every single thing counts, and with regards to family too, every single thing counts. Now let me give an example. Oftentimes when people think about school, the thing that comes to their mind most times with regards to success or excellence in school is exams. They think that once they can read for their exams, they're good to go. But with school, every single thing matters. From as simple as that, write a short paragraph on something, to we're going to have a test next week, to do an assignment, do a coursework for me on a particular thing and write 30 pages, to do this group assignment. And do you understand? Every single thing matters. Like, there's no small assignments, there's no just simple tests. Every single thing is important, and I was intentional about everything. Very intentional about everything. I took my simple assignments, quote and unquote, as seriously as I would take my exams. It was that serious for me. And being intentional that way helped me a great deal. It helped me, for instance, to quickly round up certain things so that I will have more time for certain other things, okay? So I was very intentional about that. And also for family, I was intentional about creating things. I didn't just want us to just wake up every day and then go through the flow. If you know me, I'm pro, like, since the get-go, I'm pro planning things for the family. Like, if you get too familiar with yourselves and just go go with the flow with yourselves, you will not get to that point where you begin to think that things are boring, or there's no much fun when you're with family and what have you. But I had to be intentional about my family. I had to create times where we have family get together once a week, for instance, or where we get to go out as a family, or where we get to do activities as a family, whether simple or whether grandiose, or whether I had to be very creative and what have you. I had to be very intentional about ensuring that we had that family time. And in times where I had to do a whole lot with regards to school, everybody would understand, because they know that when mommy is doing this or that thing, or when my wife is going to do this or that thing, she's going to be as intentional as well. So I did not want either side to suffer. So I was very, very intentional. Being intentional helps a great deal. And being intentional also goes past even my actions, even my mindset. I was intentional with my mindset. I will not allow the quote and unquote burden to weigh me down. I will not say, oh, we have this assignment, oh, we have that to do, oh, how am I going to do this? No, you would never catch me doing that. I was always positive about the fact that I had the opportunity to do these assignments, that I had the opportunity to be a wife and a mother at this time of my life, as well as doing school. That was such a blessing. You get it. Had to do with my lens, how I was seeing it. I was not seeing things as, oh, this is so overwhelming, oh, how am I going to get over this? No, because I signed up for it in the first place. Nobody forced me to go and do the course, okay? So I was very positive in my mindset about how I was looking at these things, and that helped me a great deal. So now, on to the next point. Point is that I got support. I got support in ways that I can explain. Let me I want what I'm trying to emphasize on the importance of support is that it's important for you to understand that every superhero or everyone that seems to be able to do things so well usually have something fueling that power, that energy, that thing. Okay, you will not see the superheroes just flying wingless. They have a cape, they have something, something is driving them. Okay, they have fuel, somebody, things are happening around them to make those things work out well. Okay, and I got that support. First and foremost, being married, I got that support from my husband. There was not a single day, I cannot remember a single day where my husband probably, yeah, I get that maybe because I was doing one thing or the other, yes, that helped, but that's just who my husband is. There was not a single day he ever complained, not a single day he ever maybe gave a hint that he was not in support with my being in school. In fact, my husband drove me to school and brought me back 99% of the time. Maybe once where he couldn't, he made an arrangement for me to be brought back from school. That was maybe one time. But 99%, 99.9% of the time, my husband took me to school, brought me back from school, was there for me, supported me, encouraged me, prayed for me. He was, I don't know, I don't know what, I don't know how, I think I'm very empathetic towards people who don't have spouses who support their dreams. It's not a place for anybody to be in. It's without, I don't even mean supportive husbands alone, even supportive wives to husbands, okay? And I pray that God gives us all the grace to be supportive to our spouses in Jesus' name. I had support, and I'm deeply grateful for that. I had support from my extended family. For instance, my mom or my sister or my cousin being there to be around with Tisha. That's my daughter's name anyway, in case any one of you don't know. With my daughter to watch over her while I was away, maybe when I'm in school, and her daddy had to be with me too, maybe waiting to pick me up, okay? Or my mother-in-law calling me and asking how school is, how I'm coping, or my brother-in-law encouraging me, or my brothers being there for me, like, or my dad praying for me. I just had support. I had support from my friends. You know, sometimes they'll just chat me up. How are you doing? How is school? I hope you're resting. Is there anything that I can do? And you get, I just had support from family, friends, loved ones, and it was such a blessing. It was such a blessing. And the saying that I have support or I had support is not enough to explain the support itself. Okay, I did a research on support. So there's something called perceived support and there's actual support. I not only got perceived support, that support that yes, I think I have people around, I think I see that there are people around me who are there for me, but I had actual support, people who carried out actions to show that they were indeed supporting me, they were there for me. I had support. I had support in that, for instance, now prior to school, I would do a whole lot to help my daughter's hair. I'll be the only one who will lose her hair. But then I had this woman who is our hairdresser, who I could freely then comfortably give the responsibility to lose my daughter's hair sometimes. Because I did not want, I didn't want anyone to touch her hair and then spoil it, quote and unquote, for me, or treat it in a way that I would not. But I don't know, she just gave me that support to be able to understand that don't worry, I got you, I will be able to do this very well. And she did it very well while in that time. And so the time that I got the opportunity to do it again by myself, I just felt so blessed. Okay, so support is very important. I got support in also intentionally seeking it out. For instance, in giving out laundry to be able to reduce the workload for me, okay, and so on and so forth. I just had support system, and I think I'll be going on repeating it, saying that I got support, I got support, I got support. So let me just stop there. You need support. If it doesn't seem as if you're getting that around, you also see how you can intentionally look out for support. You can ask people, please, can you be of support to me? And if they are willing, by special grace of God, I'm sure that you get that much needed support. Next point is that I understood priorities, I understood times and seasons. I understood that I was not going to be in that program forever, and it was just a matter of time and I'll be done. And so I had that as a goal at the back of my mind. It was always there that one day there'll be a day where I'll be doing a video like this talking about this, or there'll be a day where I'll be talking about it in the past tense. And having that at the back of my mind, reminding myself every day of my goals, concerns. So the next thing that I did, which is the last thing for this video, is that I had like a reward system in my mind. And that reward system is it's nothing new. In psychology, it has to do with welding your behavior in a way that you understand that the consequences of these actions that you're going to carry out will either lead to a punishment, quote and unquote, or a um a reward, a positive reward. Okay. And it meant a whole lot to me that I did not want to face any consequence that was not pleasant. So it made me persevere so that I would enjoy the benefits, the positives of that reward system that I had in mind. I had certain things planned out that when I was done, I was going to do XYZ, I was going to go to XYZ, I was going to get, like, I had so many reward systems in my mind, and that helped me a great deal. Reward systems for myself, reward systems for family, for loved ones. I had things mapped out that propelled me every time to keep giving my best to my schoolwork, so that at the end of the day I was going to enjoy these things together with my loved ones. So if you're doing anything, ensure that you have like a goal and a reward system, not just a goal, not just, oh, I want to achieve XYZ, but after achieving XYZ, what's that pleasure, what's that thing that you're going to derive from that thing that gives you fulfillment and satisfaction, or what's that thing that you're also going to use as a means to reward all the things that you have done all this while. So I had that in place, and that really helped motivate me a great deal. So that's basically a few of the things that I know, that I remember that I did a whole lot that helped me. And I hope that you have been able to learn a thing or two from watching this. Thank you so much for watching, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that by the special grace of God, I'm able to share more insightful things around family, around relationships, around marriage, around personal development, around life and purpose and what have you, with God's help, with the Holy Spirit's inspiration, and also with the knowledge that I have from studying psychology so far. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay blessed. See you. Bye.